Hi guys, we are back and we are moving on to the other topic for this week, which is the pitching presentation. All right, what's a pitch? Anyone? Okay, all right. So a pitch is basically a very short presentation that's like short and sweet, right to the point. Okay, it's a line of talk and it attempts to persuade. It is a planned sales strategy. Okay, right? So the objective is initiate and close the sale, right? So it's very short and it can be done within like 1 or 2 minutes. That's it, 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, nothing like 10 minutes or anything because people are busy. Okay, in the business world, if you've seen in like shark tanks are usually a bit longer and they kind of have a conversation there, but with pitching, sometimes what happens is that you might need to catch people as they are walking to their car, or you corner them in the elevator, so that's like an elevator pitch, right? So it has to be really short and it has to be really interesting so that people will want to listen to you instead of like calling security. Okay, now it can be the introduction of a product or a service, so that's actually a key point. It has to be something that you can sell, right? So actually I think I saw on the sign up sheet somebody said stop smoking for the pitching. Okay, so that cannot be a pitch. Stop smoking cannot be a pitch, right? What can be a pitch is, for example, if you are selling a nicotine patch, right? So you can pitch a nicotine patch so that people will be able to stop smoking. Okay, but you have to kind of find the right audience for it. Okay, because usually pitching, we are not pitching to individual buyers, but usually we are pitching to kind of big companies or investors, right? So that's kind of like the point there. Okay, so the audience can know nothing about it. For example, katalah, or apa nama, the nicotine patch was newly invented and people didn't know what it was. So you might need to pitch the product in order to sell it, and in order for you to sell it, people need to know what it is. So part of your pitch might be explaining what it is and how it works, and how it works really well. Okay, because at the heart of it, pitching, a most successful pitch will be based on profit. What is the profit? What is the benefit for you, me? Okay, not even you, but like me as the person listening to the pitch. How will it benefit me? And usually the benefit needs to be tangible. So that means specific, something that you can see. It's not just, oh, a promise. No, it's something like, contohnya, oh, we estimate that you will make a 3 million profit within the first 6 months of launching. So something very specific and tangible. That's what a pitch needs. Okay, right? So here are some types of pitch, right? So if you look at this example, it's Barack Obama's posters back when he was running for president, right? So it's a one-word pitch. Hope. It's kind of like, okay. But because what he was pitching was himself, he was selling himself. So it's a little bit like, the profit was hope. If you vote for him, you will get hope and life will be better. That was the idea. Okay. Social media pitch. you've seen this, you know, suddenly randomly your social media influencers will start selling you things. Okay, elevator pitch. Like I said, this is where you kinda trap the boss as they are moving in their building, and in an elevator people cannot run, so they have to listen to you. Okay, that's the idea. But at the same time, you know, it's only 1 or 2 levels, or let's say the longest might be 30 levels. That's still a maximum of like 2 minutes maximum. That's a very long elevator ride if it's at 2 minutes. Okay, so it has to be very short and sweet. Cold call pitch. Telemarketers, they call you and say, hey, I would like to discuss this thing. And you can, I think you must have heard, must have received such calls, and they say, hey, what if I tell you I can help you save $1 million? Or, you know, whatever it is. Something that will be like, ooh, how do I make that much money? Things like that, okay? Sama je, the other one, email pitch, the same thing, except through email. Follow-up pitch, when they call you again, or when they send you email again, you say, I emailed you last week and I'm just following up to see if you have like had time to think about whatever it was. Okay, and a pitch deck is basically a presentation. Okay, sometimes you will be lucky enough to be allowed to schedule a presentation, so you prepare your pitch deck. Okay, and this is the point. You have to know what you want to do, and you want to know who your audience is. Okay, because again, I hope I have been making this very, very clear. The audience is the thing, and they are different, and they care about different things. Okay, for example, if you are talking to investors, some of them just want monetary profit. Some of them might care about the environment and would be interested to see how your product can reduce carbon emission, contohnya. Okay, or some of them might care about orphans, or you know, refugees, and so maybe the product that you have can help towards the education of orphans and refugees. So those are angles that you want to attack besides the monetary profit. Okay. Alright, so here are some tips at making your pitch successful. Okay, so you want to reference past conversation if you are lucky, if you already have that relationship with the audience. But if you don't, that's okay, right? You can start your pitch with a question, because that gets them interested in things, that gets them thinking, oh, this is a problem, isn't it? Okay, and you want to solve a problem. Okay, the point is actually sometimes the person doesn't even know that there's a problem. So you will come to them and present a problem, make a problem for them that you will then solve. Okay, and here's the thing, you want to highlight the benefits, not the features. So let's say you have a machine, you want to say, okay, this machine will save you up to 23 minutes of time per hour in order to when you do something. Okay, you don't want to say, oh, this machine has 7 tires, contohnya. Okay, people are not interested in the 7 tires so much, but people are interested in the profit again. So saving you 23 minutes per hour, that's a lot of time, right? So highlight the benefits. And how you highlight the benefits is by showing data, research ke, or any past experience based on other customers' testimony data. Okay, and you want to tell a story from the beginning though. It's like a problem, how you solve the problem, it's all one story, and you want to keep it conversational. Okay. Okay, so when you are doing your pitching, you want to remember the 4P. Okay, so first is you promise. what's the thing that you will solve for them. Okay, and usually this one is phrased as a question. What if I tell you that that's the promise? Okay, and then you want to give them the picture, which is actually the problem. Get them to think about, oh, this situation, yeah, it's actually not very ideal. I have to face this. Okay, so the problem. And if we relate back to Monroe motivated sequence just now, this is actually the needs. Okay, because it's actually roughly similar. Okay, when you get to the proof, this is the solution. Okay, you want to solve the problem in the need, you want to solve the problem in the picture. Okay, and if you compare again to Monroe motivated sequence, proof ni is both satisfaction and also visualization at the same time, right? So first you say, this is how I will solve your problem, and then here's the data of how I'm saving you time, of how I'm making you money, of how whatever, right? The proof, the solution to the problem just now. Okay, and then the last one is you want to pitch. Make your pitch. Again, what are you selling? It's a sales thing. What are you selling? Okay, and the pitch should reflect the promise. Okay, it can even be like the same tagline. That would be quite effective actually. Okay, any issues or questions? No? Fantastic. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We have a bit of time. So what I would like to do right now is play a little game with you. Okay, play a little game. Hopefully it will give you an idea. Okay, and when we are playing this game, at the end of it, you will have to pitch. Okay, you will have to pitch, and I do want to hear you pitch so that we can see if you have the right flow. Okay, all right. Let me see. Let me find the game. Are you okay with playing a little game? You want to play or not? Shall we try it? Should just give you an idea of how to do the pitch, and that should really clarify how you can do it in the future. Okay, we have two options here. We can either try the game, or if we're not trying the game, then what we can do is we can use this time for you to plan your pitching. Okay, plan your pitching, and then maybe I'll give you 5-10 minutes, and then we come back and we look at some of your plans, because the next time we meet, which is on the 15th, 2 weeks from now, it's already the presentation day. right? Presentation day. So there might not be time to double check that before the presentation. So I think that's also a good idea. Okay, which let me. Okay, so what's gonna happen is on the 15th on seminar 4, the next time we meet, the seminar will be used for your pitching presentation. Okay, pitching presentation, everybody will get 2 minutes to pitch whatever it is that they are pitching. Okay, so if you look at here, it's on the submission checklist. So same page. Okay, you just want to find the tab that's for your class, right? And then you can choose your time slot. Okay, so everybody gets 3 minutes because that includes the setting up. So you might because you can have visual aids. So sometimes you want to switch on your camera, you want to put to present something that might take a bit of time. So everybody is allocated 3 minutes. Okay, but the speech itself should be 2 minutes only. Okay, so you can choose your time slot, and then you can put your title. Okay, what is the thing that you want to pitch? And like I said, you want to pitch something that is super specific. Okay, an item or a service, but you must think about who you are selling that item to, and why would they want it, and why would they need it. Okay, all right, so maybe now it's like 9:45. We'll come back at 9:50 and we'll take a look at some of your ideas and if it's on the right track, if it's following the 4P or not. Okay, but it depends on you guys. Okay, I wish I could do more for you, but if you think of some ideas and the following up points, then we can work with that. Okay, so let me just give you a bit of time to think about, and you can also fill in this page and choose your slots if you want. Okay, go ahead.